this call with all of you. It's amazing actually that every time that we are here to speak about reconnective healing, we have new people and people that are interested in about join these energy light and information frequencies. If you see me watching sometimes here and sometimes here, it's because I have a multiplicity of cameras. So I will like when we are on the stage, okay, looking a little bit in this direction, looking a little bit in this direction. Don't feel offended by it, but our powerful technical resources are permitting to do it. So we are here tonight for the Europeans to speak about reconnective healing. This will be, just a first meeting that we will have, first of many ones that are in preparation to the training program of London. So for this reason, I have here with me my colleague and friend Luca Occelli, that he is living since how many years, Luca, in London?
The 1st of August is going to be 33 years. Yes, it was 1990.
So you can imagine how Luca is grounded, and how much Luca can speak very well English, but the real quality of Luca is that he was one of the instructors, of the international instructor, even before I was starting to be a practitioner of reconnective healing. So having his presence here with me tonight, it's a big honor, and it's to me something always beautiful. We will do this training program in London in September, and I want to introduce to all of you certain important points about what is reconnective healing. Let's start from the beginning, Luca. Let's start really from the very basic informations, because we know that a lot of people knows that you can rebalance yourself, heal, have an evolution, with energetical modalities. But most of them, they reduce this modality, for example, to Reiki, to Qigong, to the most classical one. But reconnective healing is 30 years, and I mean 30 years, okay, that is present into the planet, helping thousands and thousands of people, by the practitioners. And we have a community of more than 130,000 of practitioners in the world. So it's something very recognized, is approved by the scientific research, because there are so many interesting research into this field. And there is a beautiful community, like someone that I can see in Instagram and in Zoom, okay, people that is continuously sharing about it. I know that in the last years, reconnective healing had some changes in the training programs. It means that is not anymore Dr. Eric Pearl, the founder, that he is teaching it. What is happening is that who he trained now is teaching these training programs. So what we want to introduce you here is the reality of reconnective healing. What is that? And I would like really to change your mind about what is an energetical modality. Luca, I'm having some informations that maybe you have two devices with the volume on. It means that someone will experience echo maybe. You have to turn off one of your devices. I mean, turn off the microphone.
I'm doing it, but it's okay. Can you still hear it? Because the phone, it's as low as it can. Is it okay now?
I think so.
Okay, wonderful. Because it's as low as it could, but yeah, okay.
So excellent. So we can start. What is reconnective healing? It's one of the many and many modalities that from the 70s, let's say, appeared into the world. And this is interesting why from the 70s, in preparation to this age that we are living now, okay, are appearing exactly in this era, okay, all of these modalities. But reconnective healing is something very different. It's something very unique because it's not a channeling of energy like all the other modalities, okay? So it's not like Reiki, for example. At the opposite, is not even like pranotherapy, okay, in which you're transferring your personal energy to someone else, okay? So I have still, so I have to close one of the lives because there is too much echo, they said. So let's continue via Zoom, and then we will post all the conference in the social media as much we can, and maybe also with the help of who is participating, we will spread out more, the word about reconnective healing. So let's go just straight here. Because actually I was very confused.
It is distracting, yes.
Yes, it was distracting too much. So it is not like Reiki because it's not a channeling. So we are not recovering, we're not catching this energy from a source, introducing inside ourselves and then projecting out. This is not reconnective healing. It's not like pranotherapy. So it's not the energy, okay, of a special human being that is healing the others, with his unique skills. This is not reconnective healing. So what is reconnective healing? I'm asking you with Italian sign because it's very not understandable. How I can help the others, how I can transform the life of the others, how I can make them evolve if I'm not channeling and if I'm not transferring the energy. Actually, now the science is very conscious about what we are doing. That is a observation, a conscious observation of the field. So when you see as practitioners moving our hands, and also during maybe the live that Dr. Eric is doing, constantly on his Instagram channel, when we are moving the hands, we are listening, we are observing, we are feeling. So we are in a position that is different than even the practitioner. We are observers. In one word, we are catalyst. What is a catalyst? If we are going to our first grade book, it's very easy to find. A catalyst is the element that is permitting a reaction, but is not, or let's say, helping it to happen or speed up, okay, the same reaction, but is not inside the reaction. So it's not part of the reaction. It's something external that is helping a reaction. What is doing reconnective healing? Very easy. It's rebalancing you. So it's rebalancing you, and I'm telling you because it's you, nothing else. So it's rebalancing my aura. Yes, it's rebalancing your aura. It's rebalancing my physical body. Yes, it's rebalancing my thoughts, my mind. Yes. So you, it's rebalancing my energy. Yes. From this rebalancing, like a waterfall, are happening all the miracles we can tell, this word that you heard in the last 30 years about reconnective healing. So because you are rebalanced, you will be ready and you will be able to reattract in your life what is right to you. It is a healing, perfect. What is not a healing, actually, in this field? But by the way, is a healing in the meaning of the physical healing? Yes, you can attract it. It is fixing a situation in your life that is uncomfortable for you or not harmonic for you. It is also possible. It is evolving, getting out from a situation that you don't like. Or maybe is being like a candle that is lighting another candle, that is lighting another candle, okay, for the others, for your community, for your family, for your loved. This is reconnective healing. And how it can happen that just with, a conscious observation of the field. We know that the observer is changing what is observed, not even with just the eyes, okay? With the method, let's call it in this way, just because it is an introduction, okay, that we are teaching you in the training programs. So we are observing consciously the field. This field is changing. A negative entropy phenomenon is happening, and for who is not familiar with the concept of entropy, the entropy is the natural law that is very visible, okay, all around the world, that is telling that everything from the order is falling apart to the disorder. But the good news is that is negative. So from the disorder, you are returning to the order. Which order? Your real order. The order of your essence. The order that is already inside you and maybe you don't know it. How many people told us that after reconnective healing session or the reconnection, for example, they are discovering new talents? It's order. It was already in you, but you didn't know. How many people discovered, sides of themselves that for some reason were hidden? Maybe for protection, maybe for a trauma, maybe for any psychological reason possible, and then they changed. And the quality of life changed dramatically, just interacting with the frequencies. So this is reconnective healing, a deep rebalance of yourself, a deep return to the consciousness of who you are. And this is what Luca will help all of you in London in September to do or to be. Better to be. And then we will see, okay, what is the meaning of this to be. Because we said, Luca, that reconnective healing is not a technique. Reconnective healing is not even a modality. It's not, of course, a ritual. We are not using external objects, okay, to make stronger our sessions. We are starting from the philosophy that you are enough. And trust me, you are. But you have to recognize it. We are here for make you recognize that you are enough. That this energy eats you. This energy, it's everywhere and it's in the same moment present in this moment, of course, in this period of the human beings, very difficult to help us to return to our truth. This is the main point. Return to who you are in truth. That is not who you think that you are, but is what you are deeply. In a non-theological way, we can say that reconnective healing is helping you to rediscover your soul, if in your culture is appropriate to speak about soul in this way. Luca, my friend. So
Hello.
I know that you have a lot to share about reconnective healing, even because you were one of the people on the stage when I was 14 years ago, I think, in Italy, learning how to facilitate reconnective healing. And I was doing it just for a personal reason, okay, a family reason, let's say. So I want to hear from you, which was your experience, and not just from the side of who received the session, etc., but your experience when you were teaching. So how was big this enrichment in your life?
Yes, it was, well, of course, from a personal standpoint, I got a lot out of it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got into teaching it. But as you said before, probably one of the biggest satisfaction in teaching it to people and facilitating also sessions for people and reconnections is when they realize that they are enough and that there is really nothing else to add in our life, as much as just to let go of conditioning, of false beliefs, especially, you know, when we talk about the personal reconnection, people then really tap into their innate abilities. They really connect to their essence. They reconnect to who they truly are. And it's the simplicity, yet the powerfulness of this that transcend concepts, transcend theories. My personal view on it is that I truly believe that I am an animal, first and foremost. And I really believe that because I'm experiencing it in my life, and since I went to the seminar and I had a reconnective healing session and the reconnection, since then, what happened for me, but also with the people I facilitate sessions to, it's really to see how much our own inner instinct, and I'm really talking about basic animal instincts, can really give us such a wonderful, simple, yet amazing, ecstatic life. I mean, we are in 2023, and as human beings, of course, it's so beautiful, you know, to have a mind and to think logically, but we have created a system, a society that I think could function much better if we were truly tapping into our instinct instead of rationalizing and so on and so forth. And I'm not going into, you know, how life could be better and what is not working nowadays. That's not the point of this conversation. But what I mean is that we really have everything inside of us. I used to believe, before I met Reconnective Healing, and I used to tell myself, and I also hear people telling me, my life doesn't make sense. Of course, your life doesn't make sense because you're not able to use your senses anymore. We are so much in our head. When we are confronted with a situation or a person, normally nowadays, most of the people, and I was one of them, ask themselves, is this right or wrong? Is this good or bad? Judgment, categorization, without even acknowledging and honoring what they truly feel. Reconnective healing allows us to discern instead of judging, meaning it gives us the connection to our being, to our body that knows, do I like this? Yes, then I keep doing it. I get near the situation of the person. I don't like this, I get away. It's as simple as that. No reasoning, no judgment. And when we honor that, we can only connect with our innate well-being.
This is beautiful because really it's reminding me one of the most important to me effects of reconnective healing, that is bringing you again in the consciousness that we are one. So it's breaking, dissolving the duality. So there is not, especially during the session, when the person is lying down on the massage table and you are facilitating it, you are losing, you know, the borders of who's me, who's him, who is the other, who is the, what is, you are losing actually the mind. We can tell in just one word, the mind. You're losing the mind and you are re-experiencing your reality. So being a piece of the one, but that is containing like a hologram, the whole of the universe. So you are returning being the universe, even if you are in a duality state, even if you are in a duality experience, even if you are here to learn more and more and more and more, a lot of, you know, judgment, as you said, a lot of ego, as you said, that is not, let's say, something very terrible, like someone want to tell, because if it's present, is present for a reason. Okay, so of course this is, I call it the universal monopoly. You know the game of the monopoly. Okay. So this is the universal monopoly. We are falling in this three-dimensional and duality experience. We don't know the rules of this monopoly. We are starting, you know, to buy the first properties. We start, you know, to lose or make, you know, our abundance. And we are just, you know, going forward, and we are just walking many times without observing, without listening, without our instinct, okay, without exactly what you say, without the consciousness of why we are here and why are we doing this experience. Reconnective is bringing you again to the start point, okay, telling, okay, now you played a little bit, but since this moment, you will play knowing the rules. I remember when I was a kid, and I was, you know, playing with other guys of 6-7 years, and you know, at this age, you don't take care a lot about the rules. You are just, you know, watching which is your number, you know, and go ahead and invent some rules. So just trying to play. After reconnectivity, you are, you know, how you are playing your life. You know why something is happening to you. You know why you are here and now, and maybe you are not doing any of the infinite other lives, okay, that are possible. So this is about consciousness. Many times people are asking me, yes, but you know, I'm interested in a healing. You're always speaking about consciousness. So it's not exactly what I'm searching. I say, stop 1 second, because when do you think are happening the healings? When you have the consciousness of what is happening. And when you will be conscious and you will drive conscious your life, they will disappear. The universe is very mathematic, but we don't know the mathematics of the universe. So what we are doing actually is not driving, you know, the energy in this point to heal exactly this illness, to resolve exactly this situation, to, it's something that is not needed. Because when you are rebalanced, again, your vibration is changing and you are attracting what is right for you. And sometimes is not what pushed you to have the session with one of us. It's something very different. So sometimes, and this is funny, but it's really making you the intelligence of the universe, and you can find the witness of it in the book of Dr. Eric Berne, The Reconnection, Heal Yourself, Heal the Others. No? That yes, sometimes it's happening exactly what you thought that was right for you, good for you. It means that you had a higher consciousness. But sometimes it's happening something totally different. And this is a blessing, actually, because it's not making you losing time. It's not making you losing, confidence in what you are doing, etc. But the third possibility that there is with the reconnective healing is that it's happening exactly what you wanted, but in a way totally different of the one that you projected with your mind. So the suggestion really is leave to the universe doing his job, because trust me, he is much more intelligent than us, because we are just pieces of the universe and he is, one. When you are facilitating reconnective healing, or when you are receiving, you are losing these borders, and also the feelings are very strong and interesting, okay? And for this reason, you are, able to enter in this energy light and information system that is something very, very cool. So do you have, Luca, one story maybe that you've seen at the training programs? Because I know that you had a lot of experience in the past, or maybe in your clients, okay, that you want to share.
Ooh, which one? The first one, I shared the first one that is coming to memory to me now. We were at a training program I can't remember when exactly. I think it was Hamburg, maybe. And this lady, she was at the seminar. She received a personal reconnection, and she reported afterwards that, and she hadn't planned to change her life so dramatically. But anyway, she went home, she quit smoking, but also she quit a relationship that had been lasting for many, many years. And but that was stuck in my head. It was that when she contacted me to let me know all that happened, she said that if she had to imagine doing all that she did, she couldn't have even imagined it or doing it or done it. But she said that everything happened so naturally, and she literally realized in a very short space of time how much of her life was driven by conditioning and not by what she really felt, which is really that what everybody sooner or later reports after having received the reconnective healing session, and definitely after the personal reconnection. In other words, everybody, for me, was very, very obvious how much we are then pushed, pulled, because I don't know if it's more of a pushing or a pulling, but there is this energy inside of us that propels us into the world in a different way. It's something that tells us, yes, I want to do this, I desire doing this. No, I don't want to do that anymore, and I'll stop doing that. And it's amazingly freeing, but from the for the rational, logical, conditioned mind, can be a little bit disorientating at first, because you really don't know, who you truly are. I mean, and you feel it, but what I mean is, I'm trying to describe what you can't understand until you try it, because this experience is so intimate, and I'm describing the undescribable. So I don't really give justice to what reconnective healing is. But to cut a long story short, I could come up with many other stories, but the bottom line is the same. People either experience physical healing, letting go to something that was stopping them from living their life fully at a physical level, and or, as you say, maybe something that they haven't even imagined happen, and they realize who they truly are finally, because they reconnect with their essence, and they realize that they are one with themselves and with everyone.
I'm doing to you the $1 million question, because it's very important to me. So we describe what is, in a very short way, you know, in a very easy way, what is reconnective healing. But why it's important to learn how to facilitating it for yourself, for the others, by distance, like we are doing in the program The Catalyst in London. So why someone, so for example, in my example, I wanted to learn it to help my brother that has a physical problem, a serious physical problem. So I was sure that in a certain way, I can heal him, okay? But I didn't know why. So this was my reason to go to the training programs. I never thought before couple of years after his healing, actually, okay, to be a practitioner, because I wanted it to him. I wanted to learn for him. And then you see the frequencies are very intelligent.
Yes.
And
they are very intelligent.
In the right place, in the right time. So, by the way, excluding my story that is everywhere now, but why it's important to learn reconnective healing?
Because it's, I really feel it's not a conscious choice. It's not even a matter of regarding is important or not. To me, reconnective healing is one of those things in life that we don't really choose. It chooses us. Me personally, and everybody that I hear the story about how they got in contact with the frequencies, it's as if the frequencies chose them. There is an intelligence behind. And the importance of becoming a practitioner is to facilitate the spreading of the frequencies, because the frequencies are, ultimately, I would dare to say, is who we truly are. They're in the field, they are the field, they are that's something that connects us all. And they have us to realize at a very experiential level, because it's not enough to know things theoretically. You could read a book, you could see a movie, but you may not have got the experience of what the information gave you. But like you experienced, Guglielmo, you wanted to help your brother, but you are not just your brother. You are me, you are everybody here. I'm serious. I am talking to an extension of myself. I am an extension of you. We are all one. And the frequencies allow us to experience this wonderfulness with different people, with everybody, because they teach us to observe, to get our ego out of the way, to connect. When we facilitate a session, we feel instantly that we are one with that person. We feel the energy. It's ecstatic. It's like, again, I'm describing the undescribable, but every time I use the frequencies, the paradox is that I am very, very calm, but I'm mega excited at the same time, but I'm not anxious. I'm very alert, but I'm very peaceful, but I'm very exciting. It's amazing, literally amazing. And why do we feel this? Then again, it's my interpretation, because when you experience that you're one with the other, one with all, you can not be ecstatic. And that's why I think to be a practitioner is important, because it's as if you have such a great gift and you just want to share it. Why would you want to keep it with yourself? You know, you helped your brother, but it wasn't enough for you. You know, you want to do more. And I'll tell you something else. Reconnective healing, and that's what reconnective healing does. It connects you to your full potential, but you have to use your full potential. One of the reasons why people suffer in life is because they're not really using their gifts. I know people that are suffering because they're not here playing what they're here. They're not playing the game they have to play. And reconnective healing is teaching us the easiest but most rewarding game of all, the one of realizing that we are one. I am seeing you for who you are. And by seeing you, I resonate with you and what's in you. And you vibrate then at your essence frequency, and you allow me to do the same and everybody to do the same. And the frequency of the planet rise. And with this rising, consciousness rise. And with consciousness rising, hopefully peace would reign more. Conflicts will dissolve. I mean, it's the implications are very, very huge. It's not just about healing. As you say, it's about consciousness. It's about raising the vibration of the planet. We are at the verge of destroying ourselves or really making a wonderful place to live in. And reconnective healing allow us to do that.
Yes, I have to tell you that is one of the most beautiful descriptions, okay, and very logical actually. There is hearing your words. There is nothing, woo-woo, is nothing, of this kind of fake spirituality that is telling us you have to do this because you will be good in this way and you will help the planet. No, it's something grounded. It's something that your speech was super, super, super logical and super, super, super clear. And it is, one of the gifts of reconnecting, have the mental clarity of what are the things, okay? And getting out of the duality, like you said, is very important. I always remind to myself, because I'm teaching with the team a lot of training programs around the world, that there is Chinese philosophical, let's say, thing that is telling, that who the master is the one that mostly has to recognize what he's, telling to the others. Why? Because in the game of mirrors that we have continuously, okay, in this game of mirrors where I am speaking with you, but I'm telling something that will be useful for me, for my life, okay, because I need this interaction to deeply understand something. At the opposite, when we are on the stage, the audience will use us like Muppets, okay? Because they are actually, because we are there on the stage, using us like mirrors and instruments to remember them who they are. So we are not even teachers. We are not instructors. We are continuously in this game of mirrors that is also very evident making and facilitating the reconnective healing session. So not just speaking about it. Why this is possible? Because the practitioner is receiving, is not sending energy. He's not Iron Man sending energy from the center of the palm, okay, to the enemies in this case, okay? You are the receiver. And this concept that both practitioner and, let's call it the client in this moment, okay, are both receivers, it is a revolution in the world of the energetic modalities. This is something that no one is telling you, because they want always to feed a little bit of your ego, okay? And yes, because you are the master and and you are helping the others, so you are good. Because if you're not helping the others, you're bad. And this is already a duality modality, and I don't like it. Okay, I have to tell you. Because if we have again to stay in the separation, in the lack, in the opposite of the expansion that we are here to do, it's not something for me. For me. So before arriving to reconnective healing, I had a lot of experiences actually about energy, etc., etc. They just feeded my ego, I have to say, because I had a wall full of certificate. I was master of this, super mega quantum coach of that. I don't know that. Yes. And my brother was healing or not? No. It was not happening anything. I have to confess that before going to the Reconnective Healing Training Program, I said to myself, this is the last one. If it's working, excellent. If it's not working, I have to say that this is not the way for him. So I was really, betting my last fish at the casino, okay, and observing the universe, and I'm always grateful. Said me, yes, this is the one, and you can move forward. Okay, so this was very, very beautiful. I don't see anymore Luca, so I'm moving forward a little bit in the concepts. What we are teaching in London in September, exactly the 9 and 10 September, plus the 11 and the 12, it's the complete formation about how to facilitate two things. One, reconnective healing. That is the modality, let's call it this way now because it's just one, one presentation. It is the modality that we spoken about till now. And also on Monday and Tuesday, you can learn how to facilitate the reconnection. The frequencies of the two things are the same, but the way in which you practitioners are using it are different. In reconnective healing, you are just feeling, observing. You are just having a free flow interaction without any kind of technique, without any kind of ritual, without any kind, of superstition. There are a lot of superstition about the energy in general. The second one, the personal reconnection, is something different. Is something that also you will facilitate with the frequencies of reconnective healing, but instead of being just attention and not intention, as you can find in all the speeches that we are doing, and you can find them in YouTube, in everywhere, okay? At the opposite, the reconnection is focused attention in some specific points and lines of the body. We are reconnecting three systems that are the ley lines of the planet. Watch my Instagram. Well, it's in Spanish, but I recorded also in English and in Italian, because I went 3 days ago on one of these ley lines, okay? It was a solar calendar by the Muisca. The Muisca are the pre-Columbian civilization that was in the north of Colombia, okay? So something like the Maya, the Aztec, okay? And I was there, and the same thing you can find, for example, in the USA, in Sedona, where we will do a training program also in November, okay? And these energetical lines are the lines actually are the meridians of the planet. Plus, you will reconnect your axiatonal lines. These axiatonal lines are similar to the meridians, but they have one quality that is different. So they are continuing, okay, through your body. So it's something that is connecting you with everything is around you. Plus, Okay, the energetic universal grid that all of you know very well. So you can learn reconnective healing and the reconnection. I really suggest you to read the book of Dr. Eric Pearl, The Reconnection, Heal the Others, Heal Yourself, because I have to witness that when I read it for the first time, it taken no more than 10 hours, okay? Because one page is really, absorbing you after the other, and you're finishing it very, very faster. And this is a beautiful example, how to explain that the energy in general in our culture was misused. Okay, we thought always to have the power to do something because it was something external, that we needed to be more stronger, be more powerful, be more. But we have to understand that our concept just coming from the duality. You have just to be, or better, just be. I changed my my dress, to be elegant during a presentation, but I have a t-shirt here that is really expressing well, no? When you have to facilitate reconnective healing, just do it. Don't think about, I am a good healer, I'm not a good healer. I am a good person, I'm not a good person. Did I study enough or I didn't? Okay. The universe is loving me or is hating me. So all the mental, bullshits, okay, because we have to call the things with their name, okay, are disappearing with reconnective healing. Okay, all the mental doubts. The mind is totally bypassed by the frequencies of reconnective healing. There is no anymore the excuse of the practitioner telling, hey, yes, I facilitated well the session to you, but because subconsciously you don't want to heal, you are not healing. So you need more and more sessions to heal. No. Okay, so we are bypassing, everything is about the mind, like practitioners, like clients, when we are facilitating, and in our lives. So Luca, are you returned? I see you.
Hello. Yes, I don't know why. It just everything froze and then it disconnected. So I connected with the phone. Yes, I'm back.
So I didn't want to to abuse the time of the people that is listening us today, and I went directly to explain a little bit the difference between reconnective healing and the reconnection. But of course, everyone who is listening this little, very easy confidential, okay, presentation, okay, feel free to text or me or Luca to have more information about reconnective healing, the reconnection, and the training program. Do you want to tell something to close just this speech that, as you've seen, guys, nothing was prepared, because
Yes.
I don't like to put, rules where is the freedom, actually. So.
Yes, I'd like to invite everybody, of course, that is interested in learning reconnective healing, of course, to the London seminar, Saturday and Sunday, 9 and 10 of September. But also, I'm going to give a free talk, free presentation about reconnective healing on Tuesday, the 22nd of August at 6:30 p.m. in London at the Winchester House. It's a beautiful, beautiful club by the River Thames, by Putney Bridge. And yes, I'll put also the details in on Facebook. So everybody's invited. It's a free talk. So questions can be asked, and yeah, nothing else really that I would like to say. I mean, I could speak for hours and hours, but I don't want to take too much of people's time.
So thank you very much, Luca, for
Thank you.
the and the beautiful, actually, explanation, okay, of Reconnective Healing. Hope to see you soon around the world, and maybe for another 1 or 2 live before your presentation in London, okay? Because in this presentation, you will make also feeling the frequencies of Reconnective Healing to your audience.
Yes.
So I really suggest to everyone that is in the London area to go and feel the frequencies of Reconnective Healing, because it's something very, very unique. So I will be in the USA now in a few days, because I will do a training program with Marcela Barbotto in Spanish in Orlando. Okay, so we will have this new experience in the US. And then, of course, London and Sedona are the 2 bigger training programs in English all around the world. In any case, if you want to find the closer training program to you, I think that traveling is always very beautiful. But if you want actually the closer to you, go to the Reconnective Academy website. So www.reconnectiveacademy.com, and in the event list, you will find all the possibility. We will add more soon, so send us one email if you're interested, because there are new dates that are coming very soon, maybe in your area. Thank you very much, Luca. Thank you very much for all the members.
Thank you, Guglielmo.
That I seen here. I really looking forward to meet in person all of you. Thank you very much for everyone who was interested and listened this call. Feel free to contact us, Guglielmo Poli, Luca Occelli, thereconnection.com, reconnectiveacademy.com. You can find all the information there. If you have a doubt, write us. We are normally answering in 24 hours. If not,
yes.
Thank
you, Guglielmo. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Luca.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you again, everyone, and have a beautiful night in Europe. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you.